Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Ross, co-founder and CEO of Vallejo Labs, which is a early-stage biotech focused on developing precision medicine for common brain disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. I'm also a trained neuroscientist, turned entrepreneur, having spent over 10 years at the NIH before helping to take my previous company public in 2021, Immuneering, as head and VP of neuroscience. But first and foremost, I'm the son of a father who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, passed away with it. And so I know firsthand how devastating an impact these diseases can have on both patients as well as their families. Now, what's incredible is that even after 40 years of research, we still don't have effective therapies for treating common brain disorders, which has led to really a large unmet need. 1 in 3 seniors die with dementia. There's about 6 million folks in the United States with Alzheimer's, about 1 million with Parkinson's. And so to address this, we've engineered something better. Combining real patient data with AI to develop out the right medicines for the right folks. Now, one of the key hallmarks of these brain disorders is inflammation, and yet we don't have effective therapies or treatments to address this aspect of the problem. A problem that, if solved, represents an $18 billion opportunity by 2030. And so what we've done is really leveraged our cutting-edge technology to develop out first-in-class anti-inflammatories that address not just actually inflammation, but also other aspects of the disease. And so really 2 key parts of differentiators for this key asset is that it has a pleiotropic effect, so looking at addressing multiple mechanisms, including inflammation. But more importantly, we do have a stratified first approach, something that folks in the cancer field have really sort of leveraged. We want to be able to bring that into the neurosciences. So we have companion diagnostics to be able to stratify folks, to identify subtypes within these larger populations to increase our chances of a clinical benefit. Now, this is in stark contrast to our competitors, where essentially they look at one target, one mechanism, and they don't have a way of either trying to stratify these patients or have an ability to do so. And so that's really where we think we'll have a greater amount of success compared to some of these other studies that have failed in this space. Now, going back to how we were able to achieve this, so we've developed out an AI platform that essentially integrates a lot of biological data that's been able to come online over the last 10, 20 years and identify new targets, new biomarkers, and new subtypes that we would like to address here. Now, a key example of our lead asset, which is ALL-001, we were able to show definitively that treatment with this compound can protect significantly against memory loss in animals that have a lot of brain inflammation. And we've been able to do that 2 to 3 times faster than industry standard using our technology. Now, go-to-market strategy is quite simple for therapeutics, going from drug discovery all the way to FDA approval, diluting out risks along the way as the asset gets developed out. And while our target is definitely the patients, our market is actually a large biopharma, particularly these pharmaceutical companies where we'll be looking for out-licensing M&A as potential exits. So we really have a sort of a B2B model here. We have a number of comps here, a number of examples as recently as last year in 2023 with Mitokinnon as well as KRL Therapeutics reaching deals north of $600 million for those preclinical assets. So definitely a lot of appetite for these kind of programs among those players there. Now to achieve this, I'm joined by my previous executive team at Immuneering. Where essentially, Immuneering made an executive decision to wind down these programs, focus solely on their cancer programs, and advance those into phase 2. We saw a great opportunity to take that decision and turn into a great investment opportunity and start Aleo. And we also have a growing scientific advisory board of other experts that have created tremendous value at other institutions. And so we're hoping to tap that. And then, we also have some key opinion leaders in Parkinson's, as well as the target itself that we hope to exploit. Now, to get there, essentially, our next inflection point, which we consider sort of a bridge round, because we have put about $10 million into this program, That $1 million will go directly towards two things, broadly speaking. One, to de-risk the asset by expanding on our existing animal toxicology data, as well as testing this asset in an additional animal model, particularly in Parkinson's. From there, essentially, our subsequent raises will go towards identifying a drug candidate or drug candidates, as well as completing our IND package, and then eventually testing in first-in-human A001 in healthy volunteers. And really, the strategy here is a build to partner kind of package where we'd be seeking, as I alluded to before, licensing and M&As for this particular program here. We've already gotten some non-dilutive funding from folks like Gates Ventures, and particularly the William H. Gates Senior Fellowship, as well as NVIDIA. And then we recently won the BRIC Award there at Innovation Day. And we also have a few SBR grants in the pipeline there. We have the costs all broken down. All this is sort of an existing thought process that we've carried over from engineering. So we have a pretty straightforward path for developing out this asset even further. And really, the point here is that we want to be able to address, these things, these particular phenomena like inflammation in these folks, so we can one day sort of, get rid of this signal in these patients here. So with that, I'll take questions and thank you for your attention there.
Very good questions, and also encourage anybody who wants to give feedback.
Hi, Ross. Thanks so much for the presentation. Could you talk a little bit more about exactly what the indication that you are going for when it comes to stratification of the patient population that you are looking at?
Yeah, so our primary indication will be Parkinson's. So this is definitely where we're leading with because we do have a significant amount of target validation for Parkinson's. So we see a greater chance of success with that indication. Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. And then what would be the mode of delivery of the therapeutic? And what is the expected the distribution of that?
Yeah, great question. So we've already we've run an extensive amount of pharmacokinetics DMPK studies. We will be treating this orally. We do see a significant or excellent amount or levels of brain exposure for the compound to do target engagement. So it'll be in pill form, basically. Now, having said that, clearly it's very important to note that these are not only brain penetrant compounds, but they're also highly selective. So these compounds bind to a very cryptic, unpublished allosteric binding site on this target, which has allowed us to achieve that selectivity. Just wanted to note that at the end there.
Okay. Thank you to Alio.